Hello and welcome to blackfilm.com. I'm your host, Ro Carter. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Pooch Hall on the new film Murder Company. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, Ro, man. Thank you for having me, brother.
Thank you for being on. So I went into this movie and I was like, ugh, another World War II movie. Do I want to do this? No. It was like, you get so sort of inundated with all these films, and you're like, oh,
Sure.
is that time of year again? We're gonna do these films. And then when I started watching, I was like, oh, okay, hold on. So it felt like Valkyrie meets Miracle at St. Anna slashes meets Saving Private Ryan because you guys are
That's
on
what's
a
up.
mission. And I was like,
Hmm.
okay, we're going in this. And when I tell you, you represented for everyone. I don't know if you felt the pressure to have that role because you are the only black man on screen for the
Yeah.
whole movie.
Yeah.
So I'm fighting with you. And was that intentionally, or what was the role in terms of the direction you got?
Well, Ro, that's a great question, man. And first and foremost, shout out to the men and women of the United States military who are fighting for our freedom and out there fighting that fight. So like my hat goes off to them. And to represent, you know, for us in this film, what a lot of people may not know, in World War II, we weren't allowed to fight. You understand? And um, when we finally got that opportunity, you know, we were amongst each other. We kind of kept that brotherhood in a sense. And my character got separated from his unit to where he got integrated with these five white guys. And I think at that point in time when the soldiers wanted to do more, black soldiers wanted to do more than just, you know, be mechanics, clean up the barracks or play baseball or, just stay back. You guys stay over there. Y'all can't fight. And to be able to get this opportunity to not only represent, but it was to also show them that we can fight as well and we're just as good as you. Um, and at first there was some reserve with Coolidge because it was like, wait a second, this is real. So a lot of people who always talk about they want to fight and or oh, if I was there, I would have did this. First of all, war's scary, war is never fun. And I felt that as an actor within my character to where, wait a second, this is real. The odds are stacked against us. And low key, I do want to go home after this, but it's only six of us against thousands of them and thousands of racists and evil people. So, at some point in time, you have to make your mind up to say, hey, I'm here now. This is what I wanted. So let me do what I was trained to do. But then also think about all the evil and hate that was done to me to where here's an opportunity to understand how to channel some of that. I don't want to say it was getting revenge, but it was there's no place for hate and evil in this world. It's here, but I felt as a black soldier, even as an actor, here was an opportunity to show that I'm just as good as the next man, or, and if you don't believe me, I'll show you. And I think that's what my character was about, Ro, was not only representing, but also standing the test and trying to make a difference to where while I'm here, I'm going to fight and I'm going to make it a point that you never second guess us again to where, you need us just like we need you. And we needed each other as a group on this mission. So
There's a
that's what it
part
was.
where you can see you have this internal struggle, and you're like, man, if I'm
Mhm.
gonna die, I might as well be back home and die.
Yeah.
Shoot. I'd rather be
Yeah,
home where
man.
my mom's cooking and stuff like that.
Yes.
Shoot, if I'm gonna be
Yes.
home and deal with the racism and all that stuff, I might as well do it back home.
Right.
And so I really felt that moment. I was like, damn, that's deep. And I was like, wow, what did you do to channel that? And thank you for explaining that, how you approach your craft. What they have you do? Basic training or anything? Or what they just said, here's a gun, have fun? What they have
No, no,
have
no,
you
no.
guys up there?
No, well, first and foremost, I got to give a huge shout out to my man who is the director of this film, Shane Dax Taylor, and he and I are close. We played basketball together, and we knew each other before we got on this film. And he needed 5 guys, 6 guys who were physically capable and could, go through some stuff. But Shane, even when we played basketball, he's a leader out there. And we need a bucket, whether he makes the right pass or makes a right play. He knows what it takes to lead and to smartly assess what's happening for us to say, okay, so Pooch, you cut here, or Pooch, set this pick up. We're gonna free up, Fauzi or something like that, and get the shot. It's one of those things where we come together, and because Ro, uh, we didn't have that time like how you might have been on, Platoon or Saving Private Ryan or some of the other military films where they have a whole month of just
Yeah.
training. We had like a week,
Oh wow.
okay, to go through. We had a week to go through this military training, and it wasn't here in the States. We were in Europe being trained by, Bulgarian Mossad Special Forces. So their English wasn't the best, but they were
Yeah.
amazing, beautiful humans
I was gonna ask
showing
you where
us.
where you shot the film.
Yeah, we shot in Bulgaria.
Oh,
So
nice. Okay.
with that being said, we're learning on the fly, and just our training time is double from what it would be. So
Yeah.
we're going through all this stuff. And then on top of that, you're wearing this equipment. You go through it regularly with regular clothes on. And
Yeah.
then when you put on the World War II clothes, that authentic,
Yeah.
you don't wear the clothes wear you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, it was so heavy, and the
Well,
weather,
because you need to protect you out there, right? So you need a little warmth at the same time. So all these things that you needed,
bro,
it's like, whew.
bro, the weather. So you go over to Europe, and when did we filmed it in end of summer, beginning of fall. Well, the weather was, when it got cold, it was really cold,
Yeah, when it
and then
drops.
it could be rainy and be sloppy and just swampy, and then it was really hot, and we're wearing wool,
Yeah, that burlap
canvas.
jacket.
Oh my god, bro! We when we took our clothes off, we were drenched.
How much weight do you lose?
I lost at least like 10 pounds every day wearing that stuff because they would have to dry it during lunchtime.
Oh wow, that's how
Or,
sweaty you guys are getting. Wow.
bro, it was almost like, because I played football too, and it was like after you had a football game,
Yeah.
all your equipment is soaking
Oh
wet
wow, that's crazy.
because your mind is in military survival mode. As soon as Shane says action and the explosions are happening, and then the bullets flying, and you're diving in the ground, and you're in a foreign country, you really feel like you're in war. And this is not to undermine the real soldiers who actually do it for real, but I understand what they go through to a sense. Just being in a foreign country, the different terrain and weather, man, my hat goes off to them.
Boots, my last question for you as we wrap it up. I do a show called Rewind with Ro, and I always ask my guests if you can rewind one moment in your life, either in the film or in your career so far, what would it be?
If I could rewind one moment in my career or in the film, I would rewind. Ooh, that's a good one. I would rewind uh Ray Donovan to where we actually saw what happened in season 8.
Oh,
So we didn't get it.
yeah.
Yeah. We didn't get a season 8. We got a movie, but we didn't get that full season because, for whatever reason. But my character was about to take off. And shout out to my TV mom, Cheryl Lee Ralph, who's killing it right now. Yeah, so I would rewind my career on season to get a season 8 on Ray Donovan.
All right, man. Hey, thank you again for your time. Hey, this is your movie. This is your
I
movie.
appreciate you. I
All right,
appreciate you,
man.
brother.
Thank you again. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too, my man.